Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yosha and I'm your go-to girl for all things real. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving advice. This is a series of Ask Yosha. I am going to be giving you guys my 5 tips for planning a wedding on a budget. Pop her question up on the screen for you guys. It says, good morning. I just wanted to say that I've been listening to your YouTube videos about relationships and getting married within your 20s. And I just want to say you are absolutely right. Right now, me and my significant other are going through his season of unemployment. It has had hard times, but we are getting through it and hopefully he gets employed soon. I was wondering if you would be willing to make a couple videos about budgeting a reception. I feel like I can definitely give you guys advice because I was very hands-on with planning my wedding and we were on a budget. I did ask her to clarify if she had help from her family and friends because that is definitely going to play a major role when you're on a budget and you're trying to throw a party. And she did say that she has help. Establish your budget. That's the first tip. You need to know how much money you have for this reception. Before you start planning and making decisions about things like a venue and food and if you're gonna have alcohol, you gotta know how much money you're working with. So going to the courthouse, going to get married, the actual marriage license, that's not expensive at all, especially in the state of Georgia. In fact, you can actually get a discount on your marriage license if you do marriage counseling, and a lot of people have pastors, family members who can help with that, and you end up saving a little bit. Before you figure out the guest list, you really need to figure out who's helping you. Like, one of my biggest regrets about my wedding was being so hands-on with it. I have a whole video, I'm gonna link it on the card above, where me and my husband talked about our afterthoughts. And like, he was very peaceful because he was not hands-on with much. I was very hands-on and I should have had my friends help, my family help. I shouldn't have been trying to control everything because it would have been easier for me. It would have been more enjoyable for me, but I was being stubborn and I wanted it my way, and it still didn't go my way because life happens and I should have let people help me. So you said you have your friends, you said you have your family, they're on board, they're supportive. Figure out who can help with what. My friends came in clutch for me in different ways. I have a friend named Nick. He actually did my photo shoot when I rebranded for YouTube. He does graphics as well. He designed my invitations and my save the dates and did not charge me because we're friends. My family helped with the food. I had people on my husband's side helping with the, what is it called? The cocktail hour food, and then we went and got grocery store chicken and we served it with my family's home cooked macaroni and cheese, collard greens. Okay, it was a soul food plate with some fried chicken from the grocery store. And I know some people were like, what? You didn't have 2 meals? You didn't have prime rib at your wedding? No, because we were on a budget and we paid out of pocket. It was not about the food for us. It was about the union for us. Figure out who can help you with the different things and don't be afraid to ask them for help. If you have somebody who does hair in your family, have them do your hair. If you have somebody who does makeup, have them do the makeup. Let them show up and show out. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be embarrassed. Not everybody gets married after everything is together, and part of things not being together means that you're gonna have to ask for help. If you're not having the actual ceremony somewhere, then you're gonna cut a lot of costs anyway because you really only have to worry about you and your significant other. You don't have to worry about people matching and getting dresses and all of that stuff. I got all my stuff at David's Bridal. I found my bridesmaids dresses at David's Bridal and they were very affordable. I even was able to help them get savings on them. My colors were blush pink and navy. It was like a rose gold, light pink, navy accented type vibe, and the men were in navy blue and the women had on the like light pink, blush pink color, and I of course had on white. The third thing that I'm gonna say, have a small guest list. If you don't have a lot of money and you don't really have a lot of people that are close to you, I would not invite a lot of people. Look, sis, I invited way too many people to our wedding on my end. My husband kept his guest list real short and sweet, and I should have done the same. I invited a lot of people that were just excited for me, and we were schoolmates. I mean, they literally hadn't even met my fiance, now husband, hadn't talked to me since we were 18 and 19 years old, but they wanted to come to my wedding. Some people I told no, but there were some people that I invited and I don't even talk to them now. So keep your guest list small. Like, if they're not close to you, don't invite them. And that includes your family too. Like, if you don't talk to them like that, they don't know you like that, you don't like them that much, don't invite them to your wedding to be nice. This is your money. And depending on how much you have to spend, like, if you have to spend money per plate of food for each of these people, party favors, things like that, that adds up a lot. And it's just better to invite the people that you know and love and have enough money to get done what you need to get done. And the rest of them can see it on Facebook, honey. They don't need to be there in person. People show up to the wedding to eat, to drink, and to see the union. And when it's all said and done, it's you and your man that's gonna be left behind. So do not feel bad about not inviting everybody. Keep that guest list short. I don't care if that's 25 people. As far as decorating your reception and finding a venue, I recommend using your resources. That goes back into asking for help. Do you have a relative that has a nice house or a big backyard? Is there a park where you could do an outdoor celebration and the rental fee is really inexpensive? Does someone have a clubhouse in their neighborhood that could be rented out for the low? Do you know somebody that knows somebody that could get that venue for you, you know? And I really recommend using that, because if you can have a place and let's say the place fits 50 people and you only have to pay $100, that's gonna make life easy for you, because now all you have to do is figure out your food, your cake, and who you're inviting. Find a venue that makes sense. Like, if you gotta go to the park and do an outdoor celebration, then do that. Do it barbecue themed. Then you can go to Sam's Club, Costco, you know, one of those wholesale based stores, and get all the stuff you need for a barbecue. Get chicken and ribs, you can get hot dogs and hamburgers. If you're inviting kids, invite somebody, have somebody come and DJ it. A reception is a party. It does not have to be fancy. You do not have to have steak and a seafood option and all of that. Like, if you don't got the budget for it, you got to do what you got the budget for, okay? Like, find a place that makes sense for you based on your budget, and do not be embarrassed about doing it outside. Don't be embarrassed about doing it in a place that's small, because when you're on a budget, you're going intimate anyway. So if it's intimate, you don't need, you know, 200 people there, because you can't afford 200 people. Put the people that are close to you, pick a venue that makes sense for your budget. When it comes to decorations, you want to go wholesale. Wholesale means you're going to a place that places like Party City, Joann's, Michael's, and Hobby Lobby buy from and sell for 3 times as much. If you look online, you can find some really good deals on decorations. I will try to drop my wish list from Amazon, because a lot of the items that I purchased from Amazon for my wedding were very, very affordable and nice. Like, everything from my plates, my cups, my bar cups. I got my wedding veil from Amazon. It was very pretty. Lots of reviews, lots of pictures. So go through those reviews, look at those pictures, and save money. Like, you don't need to buy that stuff at the regular price. You can get really good deals if you shop Amazon, Alibaba, AliExpress. And there's actually a shop locally where you can get wholesale flowers if you're gonna be doing that sort of thing. Like, if you're not having like a bridal party and stuff, then you don't need to worry about that part. The other thing that you can do is set up a wedding website. I set mine up on a site called Zola, I think it's called, and that allows you to put information about your reception. You can make it private or public, and you can also upload your registry. I recommend asking people to donate to your wishing well for your wedding, because that emphasizes that you and your fiance are looking for things for your new home, or that you're just in need of things in general, and you can put what you want. You can tell people to give you cash donations. You can tell them to give you cards for home stores like BlominGoods or at home, you know, the stores where you decorate your house. Based on whatever you need, you want to load it into your registry so that the people know not to come empty-handed, because I don't know what's wrong with some people, but they just show up to weddings empty-handed. They're the same type that show up to kids' birthdays parties without a gift, and to baby showers without gifts for the baby, but be having 2 or 3 plates of food. That is so classless. Like, if I could go back, I would tell you I would not invite most of the people that I invited, because there were so many people who showed up empty-handed, who were begging me to come, didn't RSVP, didn't come and told me the day of the wedding, like, I'm gonna respond back to you while I'm trying to worry about my dress and my day and my husband and all of that day. Like, literally invite the people that show up for you. Period. Also, I feel like just because somebody is your friend does not mean you need to make them your maid of honor. Like, I made my maid of honor my best friend, and at that time my best friend was going through a lot, and she just was not in a space to be a maid of honor that could plan things for my wedding and make things go smoothly, because she just had a lot going on. So in hindsight, I should have chosen someone else to be the maid of honor and plan. Although we are still friends, that's still my sister, love her to pieces, things probably would have went a little smoothly, and I could have been a little bit less hands-on with planning everything if I would have given that to somebody else. So be careful of who you designate to do things for. Like, avoid the people that have a lot going on, because they're not going to be able to focus on you, because they're focusing on them, as they should, because they have a lot going on. Pick people who are really ready to show up for you. You got people volunteering to help, let them help you. As long as their intentions are good, as long as they understand your budget and they're not trying to sabotage you on the low, you need to go with the people that are ready. And that doesn't mean you can't invite that same friend. Like, they don't need to take it personally, but this is your day. A good rule of thumb, y'all, is if you haven't talked to that person in the last 6 to 12 months, why are they coming to your wedding? And I would say before a year like 2020 with the Rona and everything, obviously you're not seeing people as much because we were on lockdown and we weren't allowed to go and be in groups and clusters and things like that. But I did notice that some people still got married in 2020, and they had to really consider their guest list because of Rona. Rona made it to where people had to really think, who are the most important people? And that's a mindset that we should have had all along. Stop inviting all these random people to your wedding to celebrate you and your union, and they're not even really knowing you that well, and they're just kind of there taking up space. Your wedding is something intimate, and it's a commitment in front of God and everybody else. So you want to make sure that the people that really are going to show up for you and your husband and your union are there to celebrate it. Everybody else, they can get the recaps online with the pictures and stuff. Don't feel like you have to rush. Like, if you want to wait until your husband is in a better place financially, do that. If you want to wait until, you know, you have more help from your family, do that. If you want to go to the courthouse and not have a reception, do that. Like, you could spend that $1,000 going on a nice trip for just the two of you, and that would be really nice. That was probably my favorite part of the wedding, aside from the ceremony. The ceremony was special, and I always, you know, hold that to my heart. Things are not going to go as you plan, and that's okay. Anyway, I hope this video is very helpful for you. I wish you the best of luck. I hope that things turn around as far as the employment and things. Don't rush getting married. Like, if this is not your season, that's the last thing I need to throw in there. Let me know if you want more content like this, more videos like this. If you have any questions for me, feel free to drop them down below in my comment section. Be sure to subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.